Changed a few settings on the camera there. Hopefully it won't change when I do that. Usually the colors flicker and respond, so that seems to be better. Also turned it to high def, so there may be lag. Let me know for those of you that watch. Everything else seems to be okay. Also donning my new eyeglasses. So we have Hougoumont and 18th of June, 1815. This is a scenario from, as mentioned, this expansion here. It is the final scenario in the book. I haven't played this scenario yet. In fact, I've forgotten about it. I'd come across it before and thought, wow, that would be cool, but finally remembered it. And so we have the walled farm with these three hexes here. We have guard grenadiers in there. That's McDonald. And then we have some light British troops in the walled gardens, which are these two hexes, with these four hexes consisting of the orchards, Commander Cook, Commander Bing, more guard grenadiers on the hill, my custom hills, and then rifles here. Everything's foot for the British except for this horse artillery unit. And we do have some Hanoverians in here, some Hanoverian line, Hanoverian light, and even a Nassauer militia unit here. Then we have Pyre or Pire here, Bowden, Soye, and Foy, with mostly line and light. In fact, that's the bulk of it, line and light. Cavalry is almost non-existent in this scenario. We have British light cavalry here, French light cavalry here, horse artillery, and then the rest is foot artillery. So there's your setup. And anything else, the British get 6 command cards and 6 command cards and 6 tactician cards. The French get 5 command cards and 4 tactician cards and move first. Now, the way I've been doing this, and it's worked out awesomely, instead of victory banners, and I've already talked about why I don't like victory banners and how that system's broken, we've taken the strength, 1 strength point for each block, for each side. So for the British, that's 62. I divide that in half, makes 31. When that 31 number becomes 0, deducting 1 from that sum for each strength eliminated strength block, game is over. Or vice versa for the French, 36. For each strength block removed, we deduct from our total strength, which is divided in half until that reaches 0. And I won't go into it again, but it is my strong opinion that the victory banners for victory is broken. Basically, you can remove 75% of every unit on the board here, for instance, from the British, and get no victory banner. So that's pretty much it. Went into the historical background, deep dive, which was probably a boring, dry listen because I read straight from a book. But went over the historical background in the previous video. Special rules, we have the orchard counts as victory banners, which I've already said I don't believe in, so we'll figure out how that works. And then, of course, there's points for the farm itself and the walled garden. As long as the British control this, life is good. So, also the baseline, they say that French player gains 1 victory banner. 3 full-strength British units do not occupy the British baseline. You have 3 full-strength British units do not occupy the base. Okay. We'll keep an eye on all that as best we can. Let's just hop right in. We've got the French go first. Don't normally use the cards from Generals, Marshals, and Tacticians, so looks like the command deck is more of your directional orders. But I'm playing on this board namely because I can fit the entire thing on camera. And I don't have to wander around the table. And not that stuff is not awesome, but this is all contained in one little area, and it's all on camera. I don't have to move the camera, etc. So, and then with the tactician deck or tactician cards, it's a little bit more of a flavor type thing. So, for instance, with the French, we have leader bonus orders, inspired infantry leader, break the square. I don't know if we'll need too many of those. Call forward reserves. And then as far as what we have in our hand for command cards, we have take command any section, counterattack, which we can't use right now, probe center, which seems kind of weak, attack left flank, perhaps a little better, and scout left flank, also a weak taking up space card. So I'm thinking take command any section, or I need to check. I'm sorry about this, y'all. Is it one card? Note, a player who plays a tactician card during his or her or the opponent's turn does not immediately replenish his tactician card hand. Only done at the end of a player's turn. A player may play as many tactician cards during a turn as desired, but only one card may be played on any given lone leader, unit with an attached leader, or unit during a turn. All tactician cards have a default action. Instead of using the text on the tactician card, the default action allows a player to discard a tactician card after all combat is completed, but before drawing a new command card, and reposition the leader up to 3 hexes. Terrain restrictions still apply when the leader is moved. So more things to consider, which I'll probably forget. Well, that's interesting. Though, you can play as many tactician cards as your little heart desires. We'll run through those again. Break the square is not going to help us. Inspired infantry leader. An ordered infantry unit with an attached leader after melee combat. That's not going to be needed right now. Order a leader or a unit with an attached leader in addition to the orders on the command card. Any command card bonus will not apply to this ordered unit. Order a leader or a unit with an attached leader in addition to the orders on the command card. Maybe we could do that. Call forward reserves at the end of your turn. Before drawing cards, take one friendly unit of any type from your baseline hex and place it within the same battlefield section. It may be placed onto either a hex with no terrain, adjacent to a friendly leader, or onto a hex with a lone friendly leader. Really? All of this stuff going on? All right, let's start with take command any section. So issue an order to one leader in any section. The leader and units in up to 3 adjacent linked contiguous hexes to the leader are ordered. Let's start with the French right flank here with a lot of links. The leader and units in up to 3 adjacent, 1, 2, 3. So all of these folks are ordered. When leader is attached to units, as long as the leader remains with the units, also order leader of honor. Okay. I'm noticing things that don't apply yet because the Le Grand Battle scenario hasn't come out with the portrait leaders. Okay, so with the French right here. Oh, and the flags that I have on these guys are from Napoleon's Triumph. They don't mean a damn thing. I just like the way they look. I've used them in other respects, previous games, to designate unit types and designations, but that's it. Enough talking. So French light 2, so we could roll 1, 2. And there. Here we'll go 1. Is it just 1 for him? I must learn how to move these guys. One battle, 2 and not battle. Yeah, that's just 1 for him. Sorry, it's always slow for me at start, and then I get in the rhythm. And I may chuck these flags if this continues with this stuff falling everywhere. 1. Let's go here. 1 in battle, 2 in not battle. Let's stay here so we can battle. Now he moved, so he'll need to be marked as such. I have these. Not very pretty. It helps me remember who moved, so they take that half hit when they fire, and then all the rest of these guys, he's going to fire. 1 here. Him is moved. We'll just pull him forward a bit, and him forward a bit, and he'll fire. So we have these 3 units here that can fire. Light infantry, moving ranged fire. Full strength is 3 dice. I tried to work where I could get the dice tray on screen, but that just wouldn't work. What do we want? When do we want it? No, actually, you know what? What is that? We would lose 1 die for the wood. So 2 dice. Here we go. We got 6 and a 2. So it's a flag and a hit for this guy. So he would take 1 of these away. This is our Hanoverian folks, and that drops the 31 to 30. Can the flag be ignored? I don't think woods provide any fun morale effects. No, they do not. He does not have adequate support, so he will retreat, and he will retreat differently from what no, light infantry is the same for Portuguese. They use the Portuguese stats for the Hanoverian and Nassau with a few caveats. He's only going to retreat 1 hex, so that'll put him. That seemed a little too easy, huh? Pushed him right out of the woods. Can they ignore anything? No. That's how it goes. I may actually need. Didn't think I would. Considering this is blocks, but if I'm using these little move counters, then I need something to get at him. All right, and then so now he has nothing to fire at because he retreated, so that's done. And this guy has nothing to fire at either, all because he retreated. What a jerk! That was what? What did I do with the card? Here it is. Discard this down here. And now it's the British response. So there's one casualty. What do they have going for them? They have attack center. It's for the British. Another attack center. Bayonet charge. Attack right flank. Attack left flank. Attack right flank. And then for your flavor, loophole building's not going to help us. Infantry combat first. Nope. Artillery canister. Nope. Artillery combat bonus, that could help. Superb infantry training. They're not moving, so that stays there. No. So here we go. We will use equal to the command cards on your 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going to have 6 coming off of this area here. So all those 4. But we've got that baseline special rule to consider. So we can pull folks off of this baseline, but we need to keep at least 3 there. Is that, yeah. Well, then if we leave one, if we pull all these and we pull that guard unit, that screws that. So we're going to have to leave one. So that's 6. All right, let's just go. I'm keeping him there, right? Let's see if we can destroy this. That's 1. This is Nassauers. Put him there. 2. And then 3. I'm probably gonna have to lose these flags. And how much for? Were we gonna leave him? Yes. So we'll just leave it at that. Nothing to fire at. No melee. There we go. And then back to the French. Did we draw another card? No. 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? Yes. Okay, French have counterattack. We can do the same thing they just did. I want to focus on one of these 2 areas now since we just did that. But I want to use the maximum allowable to do so, which will be the attack left flank. So that'll be 3 on this flank. Draw a new card. We put him here. He can still fire, yes. 1 in battle. We'll fire at this guy or this guy, so that'd be moved. That's 1. Let's move him up, make 2. We'll have nothing to fire at. And this guy will make 3 with something to fire. Okay. 4 of these. Let's fire at this chap in the woods. It's going to be 2 range fire for line. is 2. Drops to 1 for the woods. Not a lot of promise there, but we do get a hit. That was for him. Line. So we pull that off. That's our rifles we just fired at. British rifles. Drops from 30 to 29. And then we'll have this gentleman fire at the artillery. Also going to be, nope, going to be 2 dice because he's in the open. We get 2 flags. That is horse artillery. I don't think he can ignore anything. 1, he's going to have to pull back twice. Right there. There's your French turn. Back to the British. We have force march. Issue an order to all infantry units in 1 section. Could use that over here for these 2. These guys are staying put. These guys could, there'll be 2 over here. Attack center, no. Bayonet charge, no. Attack center, no. I like this attack right flank card. So let's use that for the British right flank there. Draw a new card. And that'll be 3 units that can do stuff. So we'll move him up 1 onto the hill. Sugar Hill there. Move him up there. Nothing within range to fire at. So that means French turn, yes? Let's try and get the center going here. And the best thing we have to do that is this probe center card for 2 in the center. Not a lot, but I'll take it. And we'll do just that. Push right up the center. Right up the gut there. Moved. And we'll move this guy here. All right. Both moved. So moving range fire, was that going to be 2? And then drops to 1 for the woods. Firing at this guy here. Not used to it being so crowded. And we get a hit. 29 becomes a 28. There it is. 28. And same deal here. No hit. Okay. Be that way. Back to the British. So 3 quick casualties on the British there. British assault right flank. Now we aren't moving much in the center. We're just holding. So I'm more concerned with the right and the left flank as far as pushing this way. At least that's what I tell myself. We have yet another attack right flank card. Not much going for the left. Let's go ahead and use the attack right flank card again. We had 2 of those, I believe. 3 units. This would be so 1 here. Nothing to fire at, nothing in range. 1 here. Actually, let's go here. Nothing to fire at. I'm going to pull this light cavalry up. You can go 2 if I go right here, that could be something. Is that 3? That was 3, right? And that's all I can do. All right, back to the French. I have yet another. I've acquired another take command any section. Or attack left flank. Probe right flank. I feel like I need to move the right. So 2. Set right section. You can see, for those of you unfamiliar, you can see the faint dotted line across the board. Left, center, right. Let's do 2 up that way. What 2? Now, if I move him, we could get our first French unit in the orchard. That would be a thing. 1 in battle, 2 in not battle. Let's go ahead and do that. 1, 2. First French unit in the orchard. It's just 2 that I can move here. Let's pull his artillery up here, and that'll be... If you're on the line, you can be ordered by either section. So that's that. And then British. I do have 2 in not battle. So yeah, British. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Attack center, assault right flank. Would love to do something on this area, but I don't have it. Nobody in range yet, really, in the center, other than I guess these two guys here. Yeah, let's go ahead and do the center, and here's why. 3 units will be ordered, and I have 3 units that can do stuff, so we can fire with him at those guys that moved into the orchard. Here and here, and those are all in the center, so there's our 3. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's start here. This is Hanoverian line, standing range fire. Under here would be 4 dice. 2 hits. Dropping French morale from 36 to 34. Their strength was a bit higher than the British, but once again, the British have this mega fortress they can hole up in. So he's done, and then this guy was going to fire here. That's Hanoverian Light, which is 3 blocks. 4 dice, though. Only 3 strength, but he gets 4 dice. All right. He'll lose something for the orchard, or will he not? Where is the orchard terrain explained? Says they'll not reduce the number of battle dice rolls. All right. I don't know if I agree with that, but okay. That's what it says. Only 1 hit anyway, so who cares? And that makes 34, turns that to 33. And then this guy, right? That's our rifles. British rifles. 2 blocks is 3 dice. Going into here. Rifles did nothing. There's the British turn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back to the French. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We now have a rally card, which we'll save for later. Also have still have this take command in the section. And then attack left flank. Scout left flank. And counterattack. What if we counterattack? That means we could do exactly what they did. 3 in the center. And let's do that, shall we? So basically, everybody that fired at us will fire back. Line infantry here would normally be 5? No. 4, but drops by 1 for the woods, so becomes 3. 1 hit. Now we'll lose the flag. Otherwise, the flag covers up the unit designation. 28 becomes a 27. Where's our 7? And he's done. Actually, he wasn't in the center. So there's a cheat. And then we'll fire with this guy here. That's going to be just 4 dice. Nope, 3 for the woods. We got 2 hits there. So we'll lose the flag again. And these 2 strength pieces. And 25 is what the British are now at. And then finally this guy in the orchard. That's our light infantry. 3 strength. Is 4 dice. Doesn't drop by anything because they're in the open. We get 2 hits there and a flag. So he loses that. 25, now 23. And light infantry, can they ignore? Nothing. So he'll fall back where? He'll fall back into the walled garden, I suppose, as opposed to the orchard. And then we go back to the British. Assault right flank, bayonet charge. Attack center. Force march, scout right flank. Bayonet charge. Why do we have 2? This bayonet charge stuff's not going to help us, or will it? Units may move 2 axes and still battle in melee. 4 or fewer, so that means 2 here could move up and knock him out, potentially. 1, 2. That would be 3. Let's go ahead and use one of these. What do you think? We're going to use a bayonet charge card. They move up to 2 and still battle. So let's do just that. 1, 2. But it's, yeah, okay, all right. So this is British line. 4 dice in melee. With 2 hits and a flag. Wow, really? Yep. 2 hits, 31. And the flag, he retreats, so he'll not battle back. Doesn't matter which section either. So there's 1, and then not doing it with that, not doing it with that. We have these guys we wanted to pull up. Let's just go ahead and join the picnic in the orchard there. 2, 3, 4, strength. Should be, yeah, that's British line. 4 dice. One hit and a flag, so guess what? 31 now becomes a 30. And he won't be battling back because he has to retreat 1 hex. But we can still move up with this guy. 1, 2, just like I said. And still be able to conduct melee here. That is, that's our Nassauer line infantry. He's going to have a whole 4 dice. Gets 2 hits, so this guy's gone, I guess. Great. He won't be able to battle back because he's gone. 30 becomes a 28. So tallies right now are British 23, French 28. Did I get a new card? I did not. I did. What are the French going to do about that? I feel like I'm not moving quickly enough. Issue an order to 1 leader in each section, leader and units up to 3 adjacent linked contiguous hexes. So 1, 2, 3, all these guys. I'm going to do that because I feel like I need to be doing something there. Let's fire with him. Two strength line is 2 dice, drops to 1 because of the woods. Got a hit. He's gone. British morale 23, now 22. Move him up. There's a line there. I don't want the artillery in the woods. And move him up, and that's it. Put him here. Nope, wouldn't matter. And right there. Nothing in range to fire at. That's the French. I feel a little better about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the British again. We still have another one of these bayonet charge cards. I don't want to push any more far forward as the British, I don't think. Probe right flank, assault right flank, attack center, force march, scout right flank. Let's do assault right flank, which allows us 6 activation, so basically everybody. We'll move him here, strictly a move. He'll do standing range fire, so come back to him. 1, 2, we'll try and block this with the cavalry. Continue to move that artillery up. And this guy here. But we can fire with him. Can't do anything with him. All right. It's going to be 5 dice. 5 coming in here. Two flags and 2 hits. So 2 hits, 28, now 26. One of the flags can be ignored because of support. The second flag cannot. So that's 1 hex of retreat. And back to the British. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. More bayonet charges. Why? So we have 2 bayonet charge cards. Scout right flank, which doesn't interest me. Attack center, hanging on to that. Issue an order force march, issue an order to all infantry in 1 section. Light grenadier and guard. Light grenadier, guard, and infantry with attached leader can move in battle. Is this worth, maybe this is worth using? I'm going to give it a shot. Which means, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not using that. Let's just get rid of this scout right flank card so we can hopefully get something better, which means we can fire again with him. Draw a new one. Should be 5 dice again, yes. Yes. Probably finish him off, right? You'd be wrong. Got one hit, but that's it. French morale from 26 to a 25. British have a morale of 22 right now. We did get one flag, which can be ignored. All right, so that's that. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How about that rally card? We ready for that? For each single rolled one block of this type is returned to any under strength unit. Under strength. We only have 2. Let's go ahead and do it. It's going to be 5 dice. We got our infantry, and that's all we got, 1 infantry. So we can put 1 strength point back on this feller. And boost our morale back to 26 because of that card. All because of that card. Wardrobe, what's up, man? Right now, British again. 6, 2 bayonet charges. Ooh, maybe? Assault left flank. Let's try this assault left flank here. Equal to command. It will be 6 units. I don't even think I have 6 on that. Oh, look what we did. We weren't paying attention, and we don't have 3 on the baseline right now. Which means I'm going to drop their morale by 1 because of that. And if they fix it, I'll bring it back up by 1. But that was an oversight on my part. I knew I needed to keep 3 there, and I still didn't do it. Let's pull this guy forward right on the line so he can be activated by either the center or left, British left flank card. And if we pull this guy up 1, just in front of the orchard, which is probably a bad idea. But that puts us within firing range, so moving range fire on that Nassau unit is 2 dice. What do you know? We might get 2 hits. We get no hits. We got a flag. Flag can be ignored. So that was a nothing turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The French, I just don't feel like the French are making quick enough progress here. We had one guy in the orchard, but he didn't last long. So we need to get going. And maybe this card will help us do just that. Forward, 2 units in each section. I like that. Forward means just that, forward, not hang back. Put him here, firing range. Mark it so I know he moved and has to suffer that penalty. 2 in each section, yes. Let's pull him up 2. 1, 2. Not going to fire at. If I go here, I would. Why would I not do that? Does anybody know? Does anybody have a good answer for why I would not do that? so he can battle into there. Let's take care of these before I go to this either flank. 4 French line infantry, moving range fire 2. Guess what? It's probably going to drop by walled garden. Drop by 1. Okay. So only 1 die. Got nothing. Melee here. Light infantry. 4 dice. Into the wood is 3 dice. We got 1 hit, which is all we need. Cannot battle back. Bye-bye. 21 now, 20. We can take ground, right? Say, Jim, let's take ground. So there's 2 in the center. Let's do 1-hand battle. Let's do this guy here. That'll be 1. He can do 2 dice at this gentleman and get 1 hit and a flag. Very cool. 20 becomes 19. And then for our next trick, you know what I might do? Call me crazy. I'm going to move this little chap right there and conduct melee. Ready? Watch this. 2 strength, but since we're fighting other infantry in melee, it bumps up to 3 dice instead of 2. That's the inherent capability of being the French. So it's actually 3 dice. We could get 3 hits and knock that unit out. We got 1 hit. 19 becomes 18. Dropping. They battle back with 2 dice. They also get 1 hit. 26 becomes 25. So British at 18, French at 25. British have never led in that respect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, now the British again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boy, I sure get a lot of these cards. I don't know what to do here. Is it prudent to use an attack center now? Asked the British. Allows us to activate 3 units in the... Yes, it is. We can now use this effectively. So 3 in the center. What will be our 3? He's in the line, so he counts. So it will be this, and this. Let's start from left to right. My left to right. It's a full strength British line unit. Wow, 5 dice drops to 4 because of the woods. What is he going to get? He's going to get 2 hits. What he's going to get. Nice shooting. 25 becomes 23. Then we have light infantry up in yonder. Full strength. Full strength. That's 6 dice. Wow. That's brutal. 6 dice it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 dice coming in here. No protection. 1 hit. 1 flag. Got lucky. 23 is now a 22. I said 23 is now a 22. 1 flag, he pulls back 1. And disallowing him anything to fire at. So that's how it goes. French again. Ooh, it's a little closer now. 22 to 18. Counterattack. I need bulk movement here. I'm going to go with 3 units on the left. And bulk. 3 units on the left. The left. Melee here. That's 1. 5 dice. Eat dice. British. Good Lord. Okay, yes, we got 2 hits. Thank you. Bye. 18 becomes 16. Maybe. The French don't even need to enter Hougoumont farm. They can just cut the grass around it. That was 1. Oddly enough, based on this, boop, boop, I can move in there. That's 2. No, I can't. I would like to, though. That's 2. And he's going to fire. That's all he's really got to do here. It's 1 die. Come on, give me a hit. Just give me 1 hit. Thank you. Roll to 1. 1 hit it is. 16 now. 15. British. Force march. Probe right flank. Take command left flank. Bayonet charge. Bayonet charge. Fire and hold. I like the fire and hold. Who would benefit from that? We have a unit here that would. We have artillery here that would. A unit here that would. And that's it. 3 units. Hey, take what we can get. Fire and hold. Remember the bonus dice. So 4 or fewer infantry and artillery. Let's start with ours. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, 4. He's got that. All right, so there's our 4. 1. British foot artillery. 1, 2, 3 hex range. Full strength. 2 dice. No, it's not. We'll get that bonus die. 3 dice. What does that get us? You know what that gets us? Nothing. This guy. Second one. 3 strength British line. It's 4, but becomes a 5. Into here. Oh. There's 2 hits there. Not cool. I don't think the French are ever going to really make it to there. So that's 20. And 2 flags. 1 can be ignored. The other also can be ignored, so they can stay. So that's 2. These guys here. Horse artillery. 1, 2, 3x range. He doesn't have that shot, does he? It's going to have to go into here. Does woods affect artillery? Yes. So the extra die gets chucked off because of the woods. Otherwise, it's horse artillery, 3x range. God, they suck. One die. That's terrible. 1 die it is. Got a hit, though. 20 becomes 19. British have 15. And then who was left? This guy. Is that our Nassauer? I think it is. 1, 2, 3, 4 strength is 4 dice plus our bonus die is 5 dice. There's, what are you? 4, okay. After all that, 1 hit, but I'll take it. 19 becomes 18. British sitting on 15. All right, back to the French. Four, 5. We'll do one in each section here. Recon and force. For our first number, we'll do melee here. It should be 3 dice with 1 hit and 1 flag. 15, now 14. Flag, yep, he has to retreat. I can take ground, but I won't. So that was 1 on the left, 1 in the center. Now we can do that number. We'll come back to that. That is the walled farm proper. And then 1 on the right. We'll go here and do moving ranged fire. That's not the right. What about here? That is the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dice. Give me what I want. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. He's gone, dude. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. Leader casualty check. If we get 2 5s, he's also gone. We do not, so he retreats into the wood, the orchard here. 4. British morale now 10 to the French 18. That was a whopper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, what happens with him being in the doohickey? Two victory banners. So if they do not occupy any of the 3, 2 victory banners at the start of the turn if the British do not occupy any of the 3 here, so that doesn't count. 1 temporary victory banner. So they should have already had a victory banner at the start of the turn for French not occupying any of the walled farm hexes or walled garden hexes. Now that that's not the case, I say it stays the same because I didn't afford them that extra point anyway. Okay, so all is good. French looking a little better at this point. What is next? British? Prussians? 6 cards. Bayonet charge. Yeah, bayonet charge. Yeah, bayonet charge. This is the perfect time for that. This could be a game changer. So watch this. Light infantry and bayonet charge into there. Let's do that first. 4 units can do this. It'll be our first. Any section. British light infantry, full strength. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 dice. 5 dice it is. Battling into the walled farm, though. Hold on. Not so fast. Drops to 3 dice. Doesn't matter, he's gone. Fun while it lasted. Now they get another point. Goes back up to 11 because they have sole control of the farm. This goes down to 17. So now it's French 17, British 11. That was 1. We have more that can do stuff. But we don't, because that would mean vacating things we don't want to vacate. Cavalry here, I don't want to mess with nothing with that. Do we? Yeah, okay, fine. We'll do this. What's going on there? That's a 2-strength line infantry unit. 2 dice. Oh, 2 hits. He's gone. Leader casualty check. 17 becomes a 15. Won't be battling back because he got lit up. 2 5s and the leader's gone. Never happens. Nope. 1. We'll just put him right there. That's the British. Hanging on. But it's getting close to the end here. So as far as the farm and the orchard, we had light infantry penetrate the orchard, which was pushed out. Light infantry perforated the walled farm, was eliminated. So what do you expect? Historically accurate, I guess. 2 probe centers, 1 scout left flank. Ooh. Can we do anything with this? Yes, maybe. Counterattack. So we can do the same thing they just did, which means essentially we now have a bayonet charge. Allows us to activate 4 units. They move 2 hexes and still battle. So what does that mean? That means 1, 2, and he can still conduct melee, even though he's line. Same with this gentleman. And I don't know why, but why not this guy here? So let's resolve these. That's going to be 2 dice here. Give me stuff. 1 hit. But he now has 10. Battling back with 1 die. He gets nothing. Next. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 dice. No protection for being in the orchard, remember. Hits everywhere. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. He's gone. Cannot battle back because of that. 6 is the current number of morale for the British to the French 15. And then the walled farm. 1, 2, 3. That'll be 4 dice. We'll drop to 2 dice. We got nothing there, and they're going to come back with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 light infantry melee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is 5 dice. They're going to come back with 5 dice of their own, so look out. And yeah, they did pretty good there. They wiped me out. Gone. That's 3, so now 12. The British are still keeping it close. No, they're not. French 12, British 6. No, they're not. Pull him back here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is almost over, guys. It's been a little over an hour. I spent a lot of time on the intro, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Center is kind of imploded. For the French. I really don't know what to do here. Scout right flank? Why? Okay, fine. Scout right flank. Get rid of that fodder card. Let's go with this artillery into here. 3 strength foot. 2 dice. 2x range. No. 3 dice. That sounds better. Got it. 12, now an 11. French, what are you going to do about this? You've got 6 more strength points to knock out. Take command center. No. Scout left flank pro. Center. Everything's center. Force march. Force march may move to up to 2 hexes. Let's see. Let's use this force march. Sure. All infantry units in one section. What section do we want that to be? There's 2 here. There's 3 here. There's 1, 2 on this one, obviously. I move up to 2 hexes and still battle. Let's put him back in the orchard. So there's that. 2 hexes and still battle. We have 1 hex in battle and doing light infantry. 1, 2. He can still do moving range fire, so there. And through the woods or around the woods? We'll stop. We'll go around the woods. Here. And here. So let's go with this. We get something from being in the orchard here? Yes. That gives us 12. We're going to go into here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 dice. We'll drop 2. It's a walled garden. 3 dice. 4 dice. 1, 2. Yeah, he's gone. 6 now. 5. We can take ground and move into the walled garden. Won't matter about this guy anymore. So walled garden. They're going to lose a point for giving up some of the walled garden there, so they dropped to 4. All right, British, is there anything y'all can do? Yes. If we can get a center card, we'll be all right. So we have a bayonet charge, recon, and force. Attack center. Let's go for a quick remedy here. Attack center. Walled garden. Battle in the walled garden here. We've got light infantry. Full strength. That's 5 dice. Walled garden, though, drops it to 4 dice. There's 2 hits and a flag. Bless me. 2 hits by and a flag. Now, the flag, 12, now becomes a 10. Can that flag be ignored? Yes. Yes, so they can stay in battle back. That'll be 3 dice. Drops to 2 dice. 1 hit of their own. 4 now a 3. I think the French may have this. Is there a 3 here? And then wanted to do this. I've already suffered the penalty for not having 3 British units on the British baseline, so we'll pull him up there. That's our guard. Guard Grenadiers, moving range fire, full strength, 4 dice, walled form, makes 3 dice. Yep, 3 dice. So push them out. No, we got 1 hit on those guys. But he's still in there. 10 makes 9. So French morale 9, British morale 3. Back to the French. 2, 3, 4, 5. I want. I don't have it. I want a right flank activation card. I don't have it. I could flood the orchard if I had it. Assault center. No, that doesn't help. Take command center. No, that doesn't help. Probe center. No. No. Let's do this scout left flank card. One unit on the left is what that means. That means here. Fire there and get a hit, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 should be 2. 2 dice. Yeah, I got a hit. Awesome. 3 becomes a 2. So it looks like the French may have this, barring a miracle. British response. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, check this out. Bayonet charge. British are going to hang on here. So these guys here. One, 2, 3, 4. We'll drop to 3. Yep, he's gone. That makes 8. They'll gain a victory banner back, or a point, or whatever you want to call it, 3 for that number. So 8 to 3. French. Probe center. Two probe centers, assault center, everything's center. Issue an order to all infantry in 1 section. There we go. Can move 2 in battle, so I can actually do this 1, 2, and still battle. It will have suffered from moving, but it can still do it. In 1 section. So these guys, everybody in here. 2 X's in not battle, so 1, 2 there. Just what I wanted to do, flood the orchard. 1, 2 there. And 1, 2 there. There we go. So now we're back in the walled garden. That'll drop British morale from a 3 to a 2. Orchard doesn't really mean anything. Moving doesn't matter with melee. So let's see what happens. Light infantry, 3 strength. 3 dice, going to drop to 2 dice because of the walled garden. Did get 1 hit. Drop to a 1. They'll battle back and potentially knock me out. That's British light of their own. 3 strength. Will be 4 dice, drop to 3 dice. What did they get? 2 hits. 2 stinking hits. 1, 2. Drops me from an 8 to a 6. French morale 6, British 1. That's all I can do. All right, British. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Recon in 4th. I think I want to do. No, they have a forced march card of their own we'll use. All infantry. So that means he'll go into here. Good stuff. Then we'll be able to move here in battle, actually. Watch this. So these guys can do things, right? Let's go with here. It's going to be one, two, three. 3 dice drops to 2 dice. Is that right? 3 strength, 3 dice, -1, 2 dice. Got 1 hit, he's gone. 6 becomes a 5. They go back to 2 with that little number there. And then here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 light infantry, full strength. It's 5 dice. First, gonna get pushed out again. Maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. You kidding me? 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 guys there. Thank God. French morale now all of a sudden a 1. British a 2. French turn. I think the French can pull this off. Or they cannot. Everything's in the center. What the hell? This sucks. I don't have the card I need. I do not have what I want. There's nothing I can do. Everything's the center. And then anybody that is, every card I have is in the center. Anybody in the center, there's nothing to fire at. I can't move. They're too far back to even move and then fire. What about this? So I have this tactician card, call forward reserves. According to this, before drawing cards, take 1 friendly unit of any type from your baseline and place it within the same section, either a hex with no terrain. So you're telling me I can do this and put him right there. Is that what you're explaining to me? Because of this call forward reserves card, the French may win. And that's going to be 5 dice dropping to 4. If we get 1 hit, it's over. We got it. No, it's not, because they're 2. We got 2 hits. 2 hits and a flag, so it is over. All right, there it is. That was 1 hour and 18 minutes. The French barely with the victory, and still at the end, we're not able to enter the farm. I mean, we had penetrated it, but got pushed back. Still got a unit in the orchard, but knocked off enough strength, British strength, to call it a day. All right, that's it. There's your Hougoumont battle. Enjoy your Sunday, guys. Sunday, right?